The year 2025 indeed unfolded as a highly symbolic period across politics, the economy, security and other walks of life. Like a forerunner to 2026, it has brought both anxieties and great expectations. While at the threshold of the coming year, the offshoot of 2025 are already showing strong indications of what is to come, so much so that bookmakers taking a rain check have dubbed 2026 the game-changing or defining year. Well, let's take a look at this report by our Rise correspondent, Bingashur.
Gliding through the last 12 months opens a rather compelling reflections with deep anxiety of an eventful transition, as one ever more wonder what a year 2025. From security, economy, politics, and other critical sectors, the undercurrents have left a defining moment that creates so much expectations in the coming 2026. I'm Benga Ashuru, taking you through the expectations for 2026. A close look at what the tabloids are saying presents a clear writing on the wall of what's in the offing concerning 2026. You can take a look.
So I believe by the grace of God, year 2026, that thing will be better for me as an individual, for my family as a nation, because with God all things are possible. So I will never lose hope in God, because God is in charge of our nation. Nigeria belongs to God.
My expectation for 2026 is my country, Nigeria, first, should be a better place to stay. We should do away with insecurity, corruption, and our politicians should put at their doorstep first the people. Let's make the country a united place and a peaceful environment.
As a citizen of this country, I look forward to seeing a great change in our country. I look forward to seeing that the insecurity is actually handled. It's not really cool to see people dying every single day while other people, are living comfortably. I mean, we voted in the government, we voted in so many people into power, not necessarily for them to, to show us that they have power, but we are looking for a positive change in terms of the insecurity.
I want Nigeria to be peaceful, and let there be no more terrorists in this country. That's my expectation in 2026. No more terrorists in Nigeria. Nigeria will become one of the greatest nations on the planet Earth.
In 2026, I want to see a better Nigeria. I want to see the dream Nigeria. Thank God for 2025. Well, the government of the day, they are doing marvelously well. We hope that they will consolidate on the gains of 2025 that will flow into 2026.
My expectations for 2026, I'm expecting that there should be peace all around us, especially in my local community of Akukunela in Cross River State. And I'm also expecting to have so many beautiful beginnings and to just generally have a good life.
But we Nigerians, we're supposed to be praying for our country, not going around to be abusing Nigerians. We have to pray for our leaders, talk to them, advise them, and tell them what to do, and give them a courage to love we people. I was so much happy that I see things going around now. What I was expecting is that we women, please, like a widow like me, I was so much happy. I trained my children and go around with my small job of with small salary. I train my children up to graduate level. But I was calling attention for the women. Please, government should look after women. We are women that love Nigerians and pray for Nigerians.
2026, I'm expecting that all the budgets of 2026 should come into reality. The budget of 2024, as a civil servant, we've not seen anything. 2025, we've not seen it. It has not come at all. And now we are going to 2026, and the president has come to present the budget of 2026 to the National Assembly. We are begging the president to try and begin to implement the budget of 2026 so that things will begin to move.
In politics, the year 2025 witnessed the Grand Coalition into the African Democratic Congress, ADC, as the plot to wrest power from the Tinubu-led government come 2027 thickens. The coming on board of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, spearheaded a political revolution and social campaign to bring accountability to government and leadership in the civic space.
After extensive deliberations and discussions, which spanned several months with deserving platforms, the coalition has decided to adopt the African Democratic Congress, ADC, as a vehicle for this historic journey. Having adopted the ADC, we commit ourselves to building and transforming it into a strong political party, not merely to win another election or even for another electoral vehicle, but as a fortress and platform of our revived democracy. It will be the habitat of democracy where members of the party will reign supreme. A party that obeys its rules and its constitutions in the best democratic tradition. A party of equal stakeholders, equal joiners, and equal owners. It is the great house into which all patrons are invited. A party that recognizes the experience of the old and the energy of the youths. To all Nigerians, we say, here is the new big tent into which all patriots are invited. Here, the North shall hold hands with South. The youth shall find equal footing with the elder. Women will be equal partners with men. The farmer and the technocrat shall labor side by side, not for the triumph of one party over another, but for the triumph of Nigeria herself.
However, in the coming days, for the ADC, the much celebrated political alliance began to witness major cracks from leadership structure to some internal wranglings within the party.
Well, those who are sitting on the fence don't belong to anywhere. But I believe those who are committed to true democracy, good governance, prosperous economy, security, will definitely give it to the ADC because it is composed of elements who believe in the sanctity of democratic processes, which should normally bring about unity, prosperity, and development in a country.
I'm a member of Labour Party, and I belong to the coalition forming ADC for presidential election in 2027. And I can tell you, other parties are going to join, other people are going to be part of it completely. The more a nation is educated, the more developed it is.
When I left the APC in March 2025, I joined the Social Democratic Party, SDP, with the hope that the SDP will be the vehicle that the coalition partners will go in. Unfortunately, because the government has bribed and compromised some of the leaders, the SDP would not accept to open up for the coalition leadership to come into the party. Happily, the ADC agreed to the terms and conditions of the coalition leadership, and on the 2nd of July, we adopted the APC as the coalition platform.
Rivers State is notorious for writing results. When they write results, they claim they have won. I will not work with you if you will not match with those result matchers to announce results. If you're not tired of President Tinubu, I am tired of you. If you are not hungry, I am hungry. No man. If the rich men are spending 4 million a month for fuel, for electricity, only God knows how you are surviving. And the president said he doesn't care. He said he's not here to make you happy. ADC is here to make you happy.
For the leading opposition parties like the People's Democratic Party, the center just could not hold, as it continues to suffer defections of governors and key stakeholders.
Today, we unveil the new platform for the good people of Osun State, from Osun West to Osun East to Osun Central. This is our party, our new platform for victory come August next year. Osun voted for good governance in 2022 and they will support continuity in 2026. The mass of our people are for continuity, and Accord is our party for victory next year.
Let nobody be fooled in this state. We have the people, we have the supporters, and we have the number. Our only thank you to Mr. President is to support him.
With these developments, what does 2026 hold as the preceding year to the nation's major political transition? However, with a change of leadership of the umpire body, the Independent Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor George Amukito promises to restore public trust and integrity in the nation's electoral process.
Mandate is clear, and what is it? To deliver free, fair, and credible elections that reflect the will of Nigerian people. To achieve this, we must work together as a team. Coming Anambra State governorship election is not just another electoral exercise. It represents a pivot opportunity for us to demonstrate our commitment to free, fair, and credible elections. From all the indications, I could see that God is moving in this country, and my coming is divine.
This integrity is something that I will say I have no doubt in its capability, in its commitment, in its transparency, and in its sacrifice to ensure that we will have a very, very free, clear, transparent election processes.
In the security front, the Nigerian military continued to resist the deadly attack of terrorist and bandit networks, especially from northern Nigeria, where the Middle Belt suffering the worst casualty. This attack had sent shockwave to the international community, which was being received in some quarters like the U.S. government as signaling Christian genocide. The U.S. government has registered its displeasure in clear terms with an uncompromising warning of guns ablazing.
They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Being jolted by the U.S. strong threats, the Nigerian government had swung into action, with Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu declaring a state of emergency in the security sector, while dispatching a high-powered delegation to interface with the U.S. government on issues of broader security cooperation.
This CPC designation, we hope, will focus the energy of the government of Nigeria, as well as our own government here, on all of the tools that we have available. And so by setting up this task force that I referred to and looking at all of the types of assistance that we can bring to bear, but more importantly, what the government of Nigeria can do to own this problem.
I have not seen an actual admission to this being a problem. It's been given excuses and veneers of a lot of other issues that get parroted both here and in the media.
Nigeria's single federalized police force struggles to address the country's complex security challenges. The Tinubu administration needs to accelerate initiatives to improve citizen security, including the recruitment of 30,000 new police personnel he approved in June. The military in Nigeria is overextended. Many of them are handling duties that should be handled by the police. And it's essential to think about how the country reassigns police officers that are currently providing personal security to wealthy elites to focus more on the serious crimes.
We remain partner in the pursuit of peace, justice, and national unity. We will continue to preach hope and discourage retaliation, even as we demand justice. We will keep praying for our leaders, our security forces, and other for our beloved nation. Thank you once again for honoring us with this visit and for your commitment to resolving this painful situation.
And it's not just now, it has been ongoing for a while. But work is ongoing, work is in progress. We don't need to give details of what has been ongoing, what is happening. But we can assure you, it's a matter of time. This thing will stop. We must stop it, and we are going to stop it. I'm telling you, enough is enough. Like I said, very painful, honestly. Many of us, as you see us, don't even sleep. Many of us are going through the worst moments of our lives. Many of our people are also killed every single day. We bury our best. We bury those who sacrifice their lives for you, for all of us, every single day. And we will continue to do it. We will not relent. We will not stop. We can give you the assurance that we are going to be there.
Engaging the world diplomatically, I assure all of you that we will, defeat terrorism in this country. The task ahead is immense, but it's our resolve to move forward with unity and purpose, guided by renewed hope agenda to build a prosperous, inclusive, and resilient Nigeria.
With the former Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, being appointed by the presidency as the new defense minister, with his performance in his past office, especially in spearheading the apprehension of leaders of terrorist and bandit network, there seemed to be a ray of hope for Nigerians in the coming year, as General Musa vows to flush out all terrorist elements.
My immediate priority is to make sure that defense takes its place fully in the country. The synergy between the armed forces, and other security agencies, and all Nigerians being carried along, as we have always said, that security is everybody's responsibility. It is that synergy that we need to build on and work on it, and that's what we're going to. And I can assure you, within the shortest possible time, Nigerians will see results. I want to use this medium to appreciate all Nigerians. Nigerians have shown me love, and I will guarantee them that I am going to work whatever it takes to ensure that Nigeria is secured, working together. Yes, I just met Mr. President, and he reiterated his mind on the aspect that we must make sure that Nigeria is secured. Nigerians should go back and sleep with their eyes closed, go back to their farms, schools open without being molested. Everyone being carried together to make sure that Nigeria continues to grow in line with the renewed program of the Mr. President.
Everybody knows what the problem is. We just need restoration of normalcy in this country by any means possible. And I think that this job is in very good hands. It does seem very clearly that the president wants to reposition the issues of security, and I think the situation is in very good hands. I miss that, but we are on all fours as far as that is concerned. Look, rain, thunder, sunshine, whatever it takes to get this mess under control. These guys need to be flushed out. Normalcy needs to return to our country. Laughter and joy has to come back to Nigeria within the shortest time possible. All we do is to pray for the best.
In the meantime, it's been announced that Nigeria's newly appointed ambassadors will resume office at their different posts at the beginning of 2026. A position to be devoid of political patronage, but to boost Nigeria's interest in the international community.
Distinguished Senate President, request for confirmation of appointments of non-career ambassadors to High Commissioners designates. In accordance with the provisions of Section 171 subsection 1, subsection 2C and 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I am pleased to present for confirmation by the Senate the underlisted 31 this time, the other one was 34, 31 nominees as non-career ambassadors / high commissioners designates. For Cross River State, it's a known name, we have Vice Admiral Ibas Iboite. I'm sure this is the immediate past administrator of Rivers. For Delta State, we have Mr. Reno Omokri. For Edo State, we have Honorable Engineer Abasi Brahima.
On the economic front, despite the implementation of key reforms like the fuel subsidy removal and the exchange rate unification, the country continues to record economic stability with little impact on real-time microeconomic realities of the common man, as cost of living remains high. The new tax law is to take effect from the beginning of 2026. There are expectations that if the funds accrued is well managed, there should be a significant improvement in infrastructure and other developments.
Unfortunately, in Nigeria, the level of tax awareness is very low. This tax reform has brought tax conversation into national limelight. Many people are finding out for the first time what has always been there, and they assume that this is just being newly introduced. Like saying sex workers will pay tax, because the tax law, the Constitution itself says that every citizen must declare their income honestly to the appropriate authorities and pay their taxes. It does not tell you when it is legal, when it is immoral. Exactly. It cares about, are you low income earner? Are you middle class? Are you upper class? If you're low income earner from next year, no personal income tax. You're exempted from tax. If you're middle class, your tax will drop.
Amidst overlapping multiple budget collision from 2026 and 2025, the federal government presents its midterm expenditure framework, with the benchmark indicating a rather conservative outlook. Days after, the president presented the 2026 budget of 54 trillion to the National Assembly.
Today, I present a budget that consolidates our gains, strengthens our resilience, and takes this country from out of the dark tunnel of hopelessness, from the survivor to growth. This new architecture, any armed group or gun-wielding non-state actors operating outside the state authority will be regarded as terrorists. Bandits, militia, armed gangs, armed robbers, violent cults, forest-based armed groups, and foreign-linked mercenaries will all be targeted. We will go after all those who perpetrated violence for political or sectarian ends, along with those who finance and facilitate their evil schemes.
With the year 2025 presenting an outlook that rather hold a significant influence on the national landscape, and 2026 standing on the threshold of an election year. With stronger political will on the security and economic frontiers, there are high expectations that 2026 holds a rather remarkable path and a roadmap to the nation's future. Binga Ashur, Arise News.